What's up everyone, and welcome back to the channel. This is Eric here with Teach Me to Design, and in today's video I'd like to talk to you a little bit about drawing tablets. Now, I've been using a Wacom Intuos drawing tablet for years, but you don't need a Wacom to create incredible poster designs, which is exactly why when I ran into some issues with my Wacom recently, I decided to make the switch to the Huion 611. Now, I couldn't be happier with this drawing tablet so far, and that's exactly why I wanted to create this video, to tell you what happened with the Wacom and why I decided to make the switch to Huion. So recently I was doing a Mac OS update, and I realized that after I updated my software, my Wacom tablet just stopped working. I couldn't really figure out why, so I did what anyone would do. I unplugged it, I plugged it back in, I tried to reboot my computer, install new drivers, nothing worked. And customer service, while they were very nice, they just couldn't help me troubleshoot the problem, and the only solution we were able to come up with was to create an entire new user on a Mac, and we all know what a pain that can be. So ultimately I decided that I was going to find another solution. This was when I decided to go on Reddit, go on YouTube, and start watching reviews, and I heard a name coming up over and over again, and that was Huion. Now, this was a brand that I hadn't heard of before, but I was pretty curious, so I decided to look into it and investigate a little bit more. And in doing so, I learned that Huion makes a range of drawing tablets, but ultimately I landed on the 611, and so far, I've had zero regrets. So here's what I love about the Huion 611 compared to the Wacom Intuos. Number one, it's budget friendly. The Wacom Intuos goes for about $180 or so for a small to medium sized tablet, whereas the Huion 611 was around $65 or $70, so less than half the price of the Wacom Intuos. Number two is the size and the portability. Now, I don't have a ton of desk space. I live in a small one-bedroom apartment in New York City, and for me, I didn't want to replace my Wacom Intuos with something that was going to be even bigger. And I've used an XP pen before, the Artist Studio, and I thought it was just a little bit bulky. It had a lot of wires, it was big, it just wasn't for me. So that's one of the reasons why I love the Huion 611 so much, is because it's pretty much the same size as the Intuos. And not only that, but it's light, it's portable, it's easy to carry around. The third thing that I really love about the Huion 611 are the shortcut keys. Now, the Wacom Intuos also has some shortcut keys on it, but what I really love about the 611 is that it has about 10 easily programmable shortcut keys that you can use. Now, you can easily set these up in the tablet settings to customize them however you want. It's got a few buttons that I'll use to save, to grab my brush tool, to undo, and it even has a slider that allows you to zoom in and out if you're working in a program like Photoshop. Also, if you're someone like me and you like to listen to music while you're designing, you'll find that there's a lot of times where you might want to change the volume or skip a track or go back a few tracks, and you're switching from your tablet to your keyboard. But with the Huion 611, it actually has those shortcut keys built right into the top where you can change the volume, skip the tracks, so you don't even have to go, whatever it is, an extra foot to the keyboard to change it every time. I know it seems like a small detail, but having that stuff built right into this thing is pretty cool. Now, the fourth thing that I really like about the Huion 611 is the Stylus, right? This thing is pretty light. It's about the same size as the Stylus that comes with the Wacom Intuos, but I just like the way that it feels. It's got a very nice feel to it. It doesn't feel cheap, and it's very easy to use, along with the pressure sensitivity with the tablet, which is a huge plus. There's no lag or anything like that. So anytime that I'm drawing directly on the surface of the tablet, I know exactly where my cursor is going to be on the screen. Now, when it comes to the screen in relation to your tablet, you can also go in and choose which areas you want to map. So if you want the tablet to correspond to a smaller area or a larger area, you can easily do that in the tablet settings. Now, I find that for the best results, I tend to just go full screen, but that's another feature that can be very useful. So like I said, the Huion 611 is light, it's portable, and it's very easy to use. Did I mention that it's less than half the price of the Wacom Intuos? The Huion 611 comes in a variety of colors and has those 10 easily programmable shortcut keys, plus the keys on the top. And in the few weeks that I've been using the Huion 611 so far, I can say that I have zero regrets because this thing performs just as good, if not better, than my Wacom Intuos did. So if you're somebody who is looking for a budget-friendly option to get started with, or if you're someone who has been using different drawing tablets for a while and you're thinking about making a switch, I would highly recommend checking out Huion. And let me know in the comments if you want to see more videos about drawing tablets, or maybe how to get past the learning curve if you're someone who is just starting out with one. Thank you all so much for watching, and if you did enjoy this video, go ahead and smash that like button, subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, and click that notification bell so you never miss an update. This is Eric here for Teach Me to Design, and we'll see you next time.